Well, hello there folks. General game plan today is going to be some air traffic control, as you can probably see. I'll try and make this as clearly and easily to spot as possible. Hopefully that works, yes it does. Hopefully you can all make that out. If you can't, don't worry, it's not very clear for me either. Today's game plan is going to be to run some air traffic control service out of an APA, which is the primary aircraft, the primary airport on this particular phase of Hoggit on the DCS server for Georgia Airborne. I'll turn the music down just ever so slightly so I can hear the ATIS and just keep it running in the background, because I do expect long periods of silence. It's not the most quiet, busiest of servers this time of the day on a Monday, Tuesday. Professional here. Once we get underway, I'll make the announcement to the tower to let them know the service is now running, and hopefully we'll hear some people talking. In the meantime, let's catch the ATIS.
Wind 200 at 8 knots. Cloud conditions few 35. Temperature 21.7 Celsius. Altimeter 299er2. Remarks. 1013 hectopascal. QFE 29er77011008. End information Oscar. This is a Napa Vityazevo information Oscar. Runway in use is 22. Wind 200 at 8 knots. Cloud conditions few 35. Temperature 21.7 Celsius. Altimeter 2.
Alright there folks, quick radio check for an APA. An APA tower radio check. Radio check for an APA tower. Well, that's marginally concerning. An APA traffic, an APA tower in effect for the next 2 hours. Runway 22 in use, call and ready to taxi, QNH 299er2, winds 200 at 8 knots, information Oscar in effect. Okay. So a lot of ATC crashed as soon as I unlocked the chat dock. That's nice. station. All I hear is your mic clicking. Check your mic.
Napa Tower, choke, inbound information Oscar, QFB 29S77.
Choke inbound 2977 for the QFE. Good day, runway 22 in use.
Choke's 10 miles to the east, Angels 3. Request straight in, runway 22.
Choke straight in, runway approved, runway 22 in use. I have one more. I have someone. I have someone taxiing for runway 04. I'm trying to get comms with them. I may have to clear you out.
Choke.
Bagpipe in the F14 at Napa Tower. Are you on SRS? Choke in Napa Tower. I have a Rogue F14 taking off runway 04 for the traffic in sight.
Choke has the traffic.
Choke, once the Rogue F14 takes off and clears, you're clear for immediate straight in runway 22.
After the traffic, cleared straight in, runway 22. Choke.
Actually, I don't need the dock because fortunately the letters are now written on the taxiways. Joke, welcome to Napa Tower. Say stand number and I'll get you situated.
Stand 01 will do.
Copy stand 01, vacate via Alpha, follow Mike to stand 01, first apron on the left.
Alpha then Mike 201. Choke.
Sorry folks, don't mind me while I try and finish my lunch. I've only got one more sweetie left. There we go, finally. Right, so we're just waiting for somebody to start up and get moving again. Once they do get moving, we can start instructing them. Muzzer and the Frogfoot, are you on SRS? This is just a disaster waiting to happen. That'll be a no.
Napa traffic, this is Bareback, 225T on long final for runway 22. Napa.
Runway 22, good day. Clear to continue to runway 22. I have a rogue SU-25 holding short at Bravo. I will alert you if he decides to take the taxiway. Correction, the runway. And Zulu Thunder, are you on SRS as well? Of course not. This is why I call this particular part of my profession in my virtual profession in Hoggit herding cats. Bareback 1, I have 2 by rogue aircraft, 1 Su-25 and 1 F-15 non-cooperative on the on runway 04. Follow the traffic in sight. You can take a go around if you feel comfortable, or you can go straight in, whatever you need.
Yeah, roger, I'll go around.
Bareback 1, fly the runway heading, climb to 1,000 meters. Expect a left-hand entry for pattern. Oh, come on. And as an alert, Lot ATC just crashed for me, so bear with me.
Traffic, this is Bareback making a second attempt for final on runway 22.
Bareback and Napa Tower, you're cleared in on this time. There's nobody on the traffic this time. and Bareback 1-1, clear to land in Napa, runway 22, winds 200 for 8 knots.
Napa Tower, this is Flatline 11. Are you in control of Crips traffic?
Negative, I'm only managing in Napa today.
AFA?
Napa traffic, this is Bareback Razor, clear the active.
Bareback, welcome to Napa. Well done clearing to Charlie. If you have a gate number, I'll get you there. If not, you can cross Mike and park wherever you need.
Crips traffic, Flatline 11, taxiing to runway 22 for straight out departure. Crips traffic.
Napa Tower, this is Choke, single F14 on stand 1. Request taxi with information Oscar to 9.77.
Choke, good day. There'll be a left turn on Mike down runway 22.
Left turn on Mike to runway 22, Choke.
Crips traffic, Flatline 11, clear of runway 22. Crips traffic.
traffic, UZ11 requesting taxi to runway 22.
011, good day. Runway 22 is in use. I have you as an F-18 on apron 1. I'll ask you to give way to the Tomcat and follow him to runway 22. You'll be number 2 for departure.
Affirm.
So I've just been having a bit of a keyboard debate with one of the individuals there who very wisely owned up to running onto runway 4 because he wasn't paying attention to the chat. And then I told him, look, just monitor the radio, or at least fly runway 22, and he decided he didn't want a lecture. Okay, well, don't take off at an APA while it's controlled, or pay attention. Because if he'd crashed into one of the guys on the runway in, he'd have been the one in trouble with the admins, not me. The people who do talk to me on the radio appreciate what I'm trying to do at least. People who don't talk on the radio just are like, hey, it's a casual server. It's casual, but ramming blue and blues and ramming your buddies because you weren't paying attention isn't really going to wash with the admins either. Choke, line up and wait, runway 22, winds 200 for 8, altimeter 29er77.
Line up and wait, runway 22, choke.
And Turner, hold short, Delta, expect to be number 2.
Affirm.
Choke, runway 22 in effect, clear for immediate departure, fly the runway heading for 5 miles, climb and maintain 4,000 feet.
Clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, runway 22, maintain runway heading, climb maintain 5,000, choke.
Turner, line up and wait, runway 22 behind the F-14, caution, wake. And Foot Lettuce 11, if you're on SRS, I'd like you to talk to me. I know, Monster, that's a fantastic call sign. I don't mind reading these call signs out. I know some people put them out to make traffic controllers and GCIs uncomfortable. I don't fucking care about that shit. I just want them to talk on the radio. Turner, clear to take off runway 22. Climb and maintain 5,000 feet, fly runway heading for 5 miles. You know what, I'll put the chat here so people can see what I'm saying. Because there are going to be people who just don't have a mic or are unable to talk. So I'm cool with that, I can manage those people. You guys can't see that. Right. IFR clearances in Europe are fun because there's so many different routes to travel. So we have a reproducible bug with Lot ATC here involving the chat log there, so I'm hoping you'll see this later on. I did post my live stream link to the Lot ATC Discord so they can hopefully see me test this. So every time I select the chat in a dialogue, I get a crash today. I get a crash on Lot ATC, so I can unfortunately broadcast on the stream the chat log at the same time. I'll find a way to do it, I'm sure, but it's more important I control the air traffic right now. What was the route, my monster? Okay, Santa KSFO. That's a fun route, man. I myself have been doing routes around America in VATSIM DC3. I'm doing a trip around the world, so I feel your pain there. I've made it as far as Chicago O'Hare, and I had to do that uncontrolled. That's fun. Yeah, the V-Sky Labs DC3 is a fun ride. I started in Aberdeen Dice in February. I've been doing one flight a week or so, on average, with a few breaks, I'll admit, and I've made it to Chicago. That's 12 flights so far. And Choke and Turner, if you're still with me, apologies for leaving your net. I had a bit of a low ATC crash again. You're cleared over at the 253 frequency if you're monitoring this.
Choke's in the airspace and switching.
Furthers, if either of you could just check in when you're no later than 20 miles from my airspace, I can get you vectored for in.
Roger, Choke.
Yeah, absolutely, Monster. The clearances are easy because we're used to them. If you take an American and put them in Europe, it's a maze to them. They just hate all the different airways, especially if you fly around about the Mediterranean. Have you seen the airways that are in somewhere like the Mediterranean or the Balkans? They're a mess. They're like just several different lanes of traffic, and it makes sense to us because we're used to it, but those guys, they just get baffled by it. They don't know which one to take, not realizing they could take any of them.
Traffic was 011, you were calling?
Uzi 11, you're cleared off my frequency to 253.0. Check in when you return to me no later than 20 miles, please.
Will do.
I've flown in France once during last year's around the world attempt. I tried eastbound that time. and I only flew to Bordeaux. What's it? It began with B. It was in the south of France, just at the foothill of the Alps, and I never spoke to a single person, so it wasn't much of an experience for me, unfortunately. European VFR consists of fly wherever the hell you damn want and listen to the ATC controller. It's one of the reasons why you don't see a lot of VFR flights in Europe. They also have like different transition altitudes for different countries and things like that, so it gets kind of fun for people who aren't used to it.
This is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't plan it, don't wait for it, just let it happen. Could be a new shirt at the men's store, a cat nap in your office chair, or 2 cups of good, hot, black coffee. Like this. A present. Like Christmas. Man, that hits the spot. Nothing like a great cup of black coffee.
So we got somebody called Lame Duck sitting here in the channel, or in my airport. He's not moving, so I'm going to wait for him to talk to me. He's probably, if he's in an A10, he's probably doing things like an Alliance INS and shit like that. But yeah, things like call signs and the performance aircraft, they're kind of weird. Yeah, my monster, different SIDs for different runways tend to only really be a thing even over in Europe if the terrain doesn't really permit, and let's face it, there's a lot of weird terrain out there in a lot of the European countries, so they're a little bit more custom. One of the nice things about flying ATC in DCS though, there are no SIDs and stars for military aircraft, because they're not going to follow a SID and a star if they're getting shot at, so you just need to vector them off the runway. And because we're not talking like flights of 4 coming in at once, it tends to just be straight in departures for singletons, especially at this time of the day, which is quite nice. On the rare occasions it does get that busy, I can either do 2-ship landings because they're military aircraft, or I can have them clear an overhead break and they can do that themselves as a flight.
This is a Napa Vitiazevo information Papa. Runway in use is 22. Wind 200 at 8 knots. Cloud conditions few 35. Temperature 21.7 Celsius. Altimeter 2992. Remarks 1013 hectopascal. QFE 297701.008. End information Papa.
Uzi11, I have you down as Turner on the lot ATC service, and I see you apron 1, 5 by.
Standard, thank you.
Be advised, Papa is in effect. I don't think it's changed the active or the wins, so I don't know why they've given you a new letter, but here you go. How you doing, Jules, then? What you saying to it?
In upper traffic, Turner requesting taxi to runway 22.
Last station, I didn't quite catch your call sign. What was that?
In upper traffic, Uzi11 Turner requesting taxi to runway 22.
Yeah, sorry, there was just a bit of a glitch with the radio there. Cool, no problem. Left turn Mike for Delta, runway 22 in use. Expect to be number 1.
Affirm.
Go feed the bread baker, Jules. Preferably with bread.
On upper traffic, lane duck, taxi to runway 22. On upper traffic.
Lame Duck in the A10, good day. Come out the hangar, there'll be a left turn on Echo, hold short at Echo, runway 22 will be in use. Expect to be number 2 for departure.
Copy number 2.
Turner cleared for rolling takeoff, runway 22. Climb and maintain 5,000 feet, fly the runway heading for 5 miles.
Affirm.
That moment when you think you finished your lunch but you realise you have a packet of crisps sitting on your desk. Guess I'll have to eat them then. Lame duck cleared for rolling takeoff runway 22. Climb and maintain 1,000 feet. Fly the runway heading for 5 miles.
Anapa traffic, flatline 11, with information Papa requesting taxi, runway 22.
Mic check, mic check.
Anapa Tower, are you on frequency?
Yes, I was. Sorry, my microphone was muted. Lame duck cleared off my frequency, pushed 253, and rejoined me once 20 miles inbound. Flatline 11. Join Echo. Crash. Hold short of runway 22 and expect to be number 1 to depart.
Flatline copy.
Mic check, mic check.
Last station 5 by. And yes, Jules, pizza dough is best dough. And flatline 11 cleared for rolling departure, runway 22, climb and maintain 1000 feet, fly the runway heading for 5 miles.
Flatline copy. And on path forward, flatline 11, clear of runway 22, pushing 253.
That would be why. Thank you. Flatline 11, frequency change approved. See you on 249.5 once you're 20 miles inbound. And yes, Peekaboo, you're listening to me playing Moving Virtual Fate, pushing Virtual Tin around. I'm the one volunteering my time instead of flying to be herding cats in Hoggit. Welcome to the Masochist's lair, I guess. It's not particularly busy right now, it gets busier in the evening. Funny thing is, Peekaboo, that these streams seem to be busier than most of them. Just listen for practice. Absolutely. You can learn how not to do it. The only thing I would always say to anyone who's getting used to SRS, and first of all, don't expect this level, what I do all the time. I'm one of the very few people that choose to do ATC on Hoggit. Most people would prefer to do GCI and actually push the aircraft around when they're in the air and the direct attacks, which is a totally valid use of your time, by the way. That's very much needed. I started doing this because I was fed up taking off on one runway and getting smashed into by 15 other people, because either I was on the wrong active runway or they were on the wrong active runway and nobody knew. Someone came up with SRS, and then on top of that someone else came up with the idea of ATIS, which Hoggit have, observe.
1.7 Celsius. Altimeter 29902. Remarks 1013 hectopascal.
So now you know what the active runway is. People still wouldn't pay attention to it. I said, you know what, screw this. And before LOT ATC, I was aware of LOT ATC, I just sat on the F10 nap and pushed them around the ground, made sure they went to the right runway. And then once they took off, I would make sure they were flying in a safe area. Nobody uses it though. What, ATIS? They really should. If they've got SRS, they should use it. And to be fair, in Hoggit, SRS is pretty well used.
Alpha Tower, choke is 20 nautical miles to the south, danger is 50. Inbound information, pop up.
See, this guy knows how to do it. Joke, good afternoon. Continue in, expect vectors for runway 22.
Expect vectors 22, choke.
So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to have intercepted the downwind. And choke, turn right heading 010 to intercept the downwind.
010 for choke.
And choke, descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
I just want to maintain 2,000 9.77.
So choke's actually going to show you how to do it properly. He hears my instructions, he reads them back to make sure he's heard them, and then he does them. Okay. He has also unfortunately had to deal with people who don't talk on SRS or don't pay attention to their chat, because altitudes are always barometric, so not AGL. If I'm assigning you an altitude, it's not going to be radar altitude because that can vary through the terrain. It's going to be the barometric altitude. So he's had his altimeter set to the QFE 2977, which is basically the field elevation. QFE, field elevation, that's how I always remember it. So he's going to follow that barometric. The radar altimeter would only be useful if you were over perfectly flat land, which in the Caucasus doesn't really exist. He may choose to use the radar altimeter to land once he's inbound, but that's on him. I'm giving him barometric altitudes until he gets to the point where he's visual landing. Joke, enter left hand downwind, runway 22.
Choke's in the left hand downwind, runway 22.
So yeah, Peekaboo, it doesn't really matter about AGL or ASL, all that matters is you follow the altimeters. But yeah, ASL would be the correct answer. Joke, clear to enter the base for final, runway 22, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 22, choke.
Originally I never used to use LOT ATC because it didn't actually have all these like taxi letters. So it was very hard for me to use it in the air traffic control regime for ground taxi. Perfectly good for ATC, perfectly good for GCI up and once you're in the air, but if you wanted to do ground management, it was very difficult. Let's see. He's slightly high. He's going to work it down though, I'm sure. he's working it down. I don't know if he'll work it down quite enough for a very high. It'll be probably a slightly long, slightly high landing, but that'll be fine. I don't think there is peekaboo, so if you want to do it, go for it. Nobody's going to stop you. Choke, welcome to Anapa Tower. Vacate when able, and you'll be rejoining ramp 01 at apron 2.
Choke's vacated, runway 22.
Contact you vacated by Charlie, so left onto Mike and then onto runway onto gate number 1 at the apron in front of you.
Left onto Mike, then to number 1. Choke.
Actually, I'll bring this down so that you guys can see it. Not that you're going to see very much. Peekaboo, I'll be ATCing at the Tactical Pascal's server, not on Hoggit. So he's availed me of my services for a 2-hour mission from 8 o'clock GM UK time till 10 o'clock UK time. I thought I recognised you, Peekaboo. Yes, yes, I will be on Tactical Pascal's, not Hoggit's. But I may well do Hoggit on the Wednesday, depending on the situation. My missus may need me for some errands, but we'll see. But yes, you'll be seeing plenty of this on the live stream later on in Peekaboo. I'll be doing this on the Persian Gulf, and we're using Aldafra, which, although it doesn't have letters drawn on the Lot ATC map, which someone needs to get on top of, looking at the devs, at least Aldafra has a chart which I can refer to on another panel, so I can make that work. But all these letters that are on the Caucasus map, they are so handy. See what else everyone else is up to. Spectre DCS, he's been out there for a while, man. He's bound to be at the end of his window. Be nice to see him return. I saw him taking off at the start of this before I started getting the flying done. Got a few F-16s at Novosibirsk. Be interested to see if Spectre decides to return back to Napa or if he decides to fly to Novo. Quite a few helicopters running out of Krimsk. Else we got lots of unidentified enemy airfields. So Russia and Chinese enemy air down at the south here. Not what I am dealing with though, that's not my problem. else we got here? This is the carrier. So we've got quite a few people running the two carriers. It's again not my area. Only thing I'm worried about is Krimsk. Correction, Napa. Oh, got Bunny here. It's got the wrong icon, so we'll just change that. Done.
Taxi Cat 3 status. Correction, Roosevelt.
Try that again on the carrier frequency, you're on ground. Now let's see if Cowboy 11 will talk to me today.
Might as well not even start up, jeez.
But yes, the whole reason I started doing this was because I was getting fed up with people crashing into me on the ground, crashing into me around the airfield, or landing in the wrong directions, or two people try to land in opposite directions, or two people try to take off in opposite directions, or two people try to land at the same time. Nobody else was stepping up, so I figured I would be the change I wanted to see. I know, right, Peekaboo? Nah, it's actually because I'm a really terrible pilot and I'm much better in the backseat of a Tomcat, but those opportunities don't appear all the time. I actually enjoy this just as much as flying. I do. So if you're going to do something wrong, do it properly, right? Shouldn't be that much of a surprise. I'm part of an Armour 3 community and I'm trying to be the radio operator rather than using a gun. So, communicating, coordinating, and being basically one of the supporting players in a team or a group is one of the things I actually enjoy most. You know those really weird people on various first-person shooters plays the support roles? That would be me if I played first-person shooters. The guy behind the guy. Well, you said that, not me. Not sure my wife would see it that way. More or less, Jules. And nice one with finding ways to use the points. I'm trying to find out more creative ways to use them, but I took the standard stuff and figured I'd make good of them. I'm not really sure a shout out is something you should have to redeem on a channel my size, but it's there. Spend them wisely. Great way to spend 500 flight hours, eh? Right, so we got Bunny 810 not moving, and we got Llama 11 also not moving. Llama 11's a Su-25, and without getting into stereotypes, a lot of the Flaming Cliff 3 guys don't touch SRS. I'm hoping to be proved wrong. I really, really want to be proved wrong with this guy. It's like if they can't be bothered starting off with an aircraft with switches to throw, they can't be bothered installing SRS. It's just this weird logic. I would hope it's generally different in most other places, but that's just my experience in Hoggit. Flatline 1-1, he's a solid lad, he'll check in with me, I'm sure. Assuming he hasn't been shot down. Oh! Server. That was the server that stopped, not me. I guarantee the server quit. Yeah, the server just reset itself, that's what is going on. Well, Hoggit ATC did not like being disconnected on the other end, I think, but that's fine, I can understand that. There we go. Should probably catch the latest wins, since the server has restarted.
Hectopascal. QFE 2977 or 1008. End information Lima.
Okay, so we've got Lima.
This is a Napa Vityazevo information Lima. Runway in use is 22. Wind 300 at 10 knots. Cloud conditions broken 75. Temperature 20.7 Celsius. Altimeter 29902. Remarks 1013 hectopascal. QFE 2977 or 1008. End information Lima.
Okay, cool. An Napa Tower back in service after the server reconnect, 249.5. Information Lima in effect on 249.08 us. Alright, so we'll see how this goes. There's people in Napa, nobody talking to me. That's fine. I'm sure they're just busy. Lots of people aligning platforms and turning on computers and shit. Alright. Mrs. has told me she's here, that she's not coming back from her hobby until 6:30 tonight. She's started volunteering at her local yard for the horses. She rides horses in her spare time, so it's getting her sane again. It's a little later than I expected her to be out there for, but she's having fun, that's all that matters to me.
South 21, request taxi from parking 25 to active runway.
Salsa 2-1, good day. It's going to be a left turn Mike onto Delta. Information Lima in effect for runway 22.
Salsa.
And Lama 1-1, if you're on SRS, be aware it's runway 22 in use.
Napa Tower, Aquila 1-1, request taxi to active runway.
Aquila 1-1, hello. It's going to be left turn join Echo 1, left Echo, hold short for runway 22.
Roger that, Aquila 1-1, thank you.
It's also 2-1, be aware I have a rogue Su-25, looks like he's heading for runway 4.
Copy, Anapa, Salsa 2-1 heading for runway 22, holding short.
Disregard, he saw my chat message, he's turned around. Brilliant. Salsa 2-1, you'll be the first contestant, line up and wait runway 22.
Anapa Tower, Archer, with you at the maintenance area of information, Lima.
Archer, I see you at the Harrier in the maintenance area. Good day. It's runway 22 in use. You can turn left along November to join Mike. You'll be number 4 to take off behind a Frogfoot if you're quick.
Archer, copies left November, join Mike for runway 22.
Anapa Tower, Salsa 2-1 lined up and holding on runway 22.
Salsa 2-1, thank you. Runway 22 in use, clear to take off, winds 300 at 10. Climb and maintain 5,000 feet, get to 5 miles, and then you'll depart my frequency at that time.
Copy, Anapa Tower, Salsa 2-1 rolling on 22.
Aquila 1-1, line up and wait, runway 22, caution, wake turbulence.
Aquila 1-1 lining up and waiting runway 22.
Aquila 1-1, clear to take off, runway 22, winds as per previous 300 at 10 knots. Climb and maintain 5,000 feet, depart my frequency at 5 miles on the runway heading.
Clear to take off, Aquila 1-1.
And Salsa 2-1, depart my frequency, join 253.0, check it back in with me once you're inbound 20 miles.
Copy, Anapa Tower, thank you very much.
See ya. And Archer, it looks like you took a left onto November to Whiskey. No big deal. It'll be left turn Mike. Follow the Frogfoot up ahead.
Turning left, Mike. Sorry about that. Thanks to Razbam, the knee boards are broken, so I have no charts.
No big deal, buddy. You're fine. Don't suppose you have a second screen, phone, tablet, something like that?
I do. Give me 1 second.
It'll help you in the future. You can go on the Hoggit's main website, Georgia at War, and all the charts for all of the runways are available right there.
Nice. Yeah, usually the knee boards work fine, but for some reason all of the knee board buttons are oranged out and you can't do anything with the knee boards.
That sounds splendid. The Kilo 11, depart my frequency, runway, 253.0 is the frequency, and check it back in with me once 20 miles inbound.
Kilo 11 leaving frequency, thank you very much.
And Archer, you're going to line up and wait behind the Frogfoot, caution wake turbulence.
Archer, copies, line up and wait behind the Su-25.
Oh, it's Thalazar! Me and Thalazar are buddies. I hope I see him shortly. That'll be good. That'll be a good surprise for him.
Napa traffic, River 5 run ready, taxi runway 22 from 66.
Last station, I didn't quite catch your call sign.
Reaper 5
Reaper 5-1, good day. You'll join Echo 1, left turn Echo, hold short for runway 22, break. Archer, clear to take off runway 22, climb and maintain 2,000 feet, fly the runway heading for 5 miles. You'll be departing my frequency at that point.
Archer, copies, clear for takeoff runway 22, runway heading, climb and maintain 2,000.
Mic check.
It works. And Tholazar, you can line up and wait runway 22 when you get there.
5-1, line up and wait 2-2.
On Apple Tower, Archer pushing 253, good day.
Have a good one. Check back in with me once 20 miles inbound.
Archer, copies, thanks.
And Tholazar, clear to take off runway 22, climb and maintain 3,000 feet, fly the runway heading for 5 miles. You'll depart my frequency at that point. Good day.
5-1, copy all, good day.
And I'm sure me and Cobra are going to get, me and you are going to get Cobra on the F-14 at some point in time.
Yeah. Funny enough, I live only a couple miles from where he is.
Tell me he's going to make me come over there at some point in time.
And 5-1, departing the area, pushing 253.
Copy that. Happy hunting. Mind and check back in with me about 20 miles inbound.
5-1.
It's starting to get busy. So I now have to really start paying attention now, guys, because if I see anyone moving, we have to make sure that they're on SRS, and if they're not, I then have to chat to them, and if they're not chatting, then I have to work around them and hope that they just follow the right paths. 9 times out of 10, as we've seen, they just go to whatever runway is closest to them, even if that's the wrong one, because they don't understand the safety aspect, unfortunately.
Tower, Paladin 1-1, request taxi for takeoff, runway 22.
No, I'm kidding. Left turn to Mike. It'll be runway 22 in use for Paladin 1-1.
Copy that.
Think you've had enough snacks, Jules? You're not 5 stone heavier. You're wrong. So he's an A10, brilliant. And Billy, I hope you have SRS. Nope, you're going to take Bravo and just fly wherever the hell you want. Okay, cool. Last station, I didn't quite catch your call sign. Ah, Bunny 10, hello. See you in the Jeff. It'll be a left turn to Echo 1, left turn Echo, hold short Echo for runway 22 in use. Oh, I know, Jules. There's an idiot on 4.
Can I get a damn map?
810, you're going to turn left and then left again for runway 22. Paladin 1, line up and wait, runway 22.
Line up and wait, Paladin 1. Line 9-1, request taxi.
Alright, 9-1, good day. Left turn, join Whiskey 1. Right turn on Whiskey. Left turn on Mike all the way up for runway 22.
Whiskey 1, Whiskey, Mike, runway 22, Ryan 9-1.
And Paladin 1-1, thanks for the wait. Clear to take off runway 22. Climb and maintain 2,000 feet. Winds 300 at 10 knots. Fly the runway heading for 5 miles.
Paladin 1-1 copies.
Bunny 810, line up and wait, runway 22.
Copy, line up, wait. Anapa, DVAC 1-1, request taxi to active.
Bareback, correction, last call sign again? D-back, I see you now, sorry. It's going to be a left turn Mike, and then follow runway 22. If you can be quick, I'd appreciate that, because you've got an F-18 coming up behind you. If not, you'll have to give way.
D-back 1-1 rolling.
Bunny 810, thanks for waiting. Runway 22, clear to take off, winds 300 at 10. Climb and maintain 5,000 feet, fly the runway heading for 5 miles, then depart my frequency. Break. 1, clear to depart
Copy,
253.0.
5000.
Locked. Standby. Paladin 1-1, clear to depart my frequency 253.0. Check back in with me once 20 miles inbound.
Thanks, good day. Anapa traffic, jump to 2, requesting taxi to the active runway.
Jump to 2, good day, thanks for joining us. Right turn Echo, hold short Echo for runway 22. You expect to be number 2 behind the F-18.
Copy that, jump to 2 taxiing. Linear tank clear, runway 22.
Anapa traffic, jump to 1, request taxi to active runway.
Jump to 1, follow your friendly Jeff to Echo. Are you guys together?
Yes.
Excellent, it'll be a 2-ship departure for you too. Break. Bunny 810, depart my frequency 253.0. Happy hunting, check in once 20 miles inbound.
Copy, 253.
D-back 1-1, line up and wait, runway 22, you're next.
D-back 1-1, line up and wait.
And D-back 1-1, cleared rolling takeoff runway 22, climb and maintain 4,000 feet, fly the runway heading for 5 miles, winds 300 at 10.
D-back coach.
Orion 9-1, line up and wait, runway 22, break, jump, hold short Echo, you'll be the next one behind Orion.
Copy that, jump to 2, hold it short.
And Orion 9-1, rolling takeoff runway 22, climb and maintain 3,000 feet, fly the runway heading for 5 miles, or for runway 22 heading.
Copy out to 3,000 and 5 miles, running.
D-back 1, frequency change approved, 253. Happy hunting.
Thanks, pushing 253. Have a good
Jump to flight, 2-ship departure, line up and wait.
Copy that.
And for the duration of your engagement, I'll be referring to you as Jump 2. I'll have your leader be the only one talking to me.
Jump to 1, copies. I'll be the lead.
Jump 2, clear to take off, 2-ship, runway 22. Fly the runway heading, maintain 4,000 feet for spacing. Fly the runway heading for 5 miles, depart my frequency at 253, happy hunting.
Jump 2, rolling. Thank you for your service.
I haven't recovered you yet. Bareback 1-2, I see you rolling in the frog foot, and you'll be behind the jump flight.
Spearback, roger.
And just an advisory, I'm hearing there's a lot of heavy activity over Krasno, just for your essay.
Roger that.
And bareback 1 cleared rolling takeoff runway 22, winds 300 at 10 knots. Climb and maintain 1000 meters. Fly the runway heading for 3 kilometers. Depart my frequency to 253 at that point. Good day. And jump 2 flight. Cleared off my frequency to 253. Happy hunting. And Kenche in the F-15 at Delta. If you're on SRS, talk to me. That's okay, you parked in the grass. That's okay.
Anapa Tower, Aquila 1-1 on parking station 67, request taxi.
Kilo 1-1, welcome back. It's going to be a runway 22 takeoff. It'll be left echo 1, left echo for runway 22.
Copy that, Aquila 1-1.
So if I see that guy Kanchi taken off by the runway, again I will report him, because taking off the taxiway is monumentally stupid. Attention to Napa traffic, I've got reports of very close action to our tower. Be careful as you take off.
go on station, say again?
Anapa Tower. I have reports of enemy activity close to Anapa to the east. Be careful as you take off.
Roger that. Thank you for the heads up.
Aquila 1-1, rolling start runway 22, climb and maintain 5,000 feet, and once airborne, turn left heading 180. That should give you a bit of a better chance with the enemy air activity.
Thank you. After takeoff, heading 180. Aquila 1-1.
Lower traffic, Orca 1 holding short of runway 04.
Last station, I do not manage Novo traffic. Just make your announcements in the clear. I'm only working in Anapa today.
Anapa traffic, Reaper 5-1, inbound 20 east.
For 5-1, good day. I have reports of enemy activity to your between us and Anapa to the west, so just caution. Be also aware you appear to have picked up a friendly F-15 who doesn't really talk to me.
Yep, visual.
I have no comms with him, so I can't see what he's going to do. You're cleared for vectors in for runway 22. Expect a straight in departure.
Roger, can I request overhead?
You can have overhead if you want it, but with the enemy air activity you may prefer a straight in.
Roger, I'm not picking up any enemy activity overhead at this time.
Very well, you can have the overhead if you want it. It's going to be a left-hand overhead. Descend to 2000 for the overhead, runway 22.
Roger, 2000 left-hand overhead, 5-1.
And Aquila 1-1, cleared off my frequency 253, happy hunting, good day.
Aquila 1-1, leaving Frick. See ya.
Lower traffic, Orca 1-1 taking off, runway 04.
Attention Anapa Tower, I have a rogue F-15 inbound runway 22 without clearance. He looks like he's going to try a landing. Yeah, it's always the same in Hoggit, Jules. Lots of takeoffs, very few landings. That's why I always try to be as nice as possible to the guys who are landing, because they've obviously worked pretty hard. Yeah, don't worry, Jules, it's the same for me. Oh, brilliant.
5-1's in the break.
5-1, continue. Just be aware that F-15 just decided to ground loop at the bottom of runway 4. I'll let you know if it's still clear on the approach.
5-1.
This is the point where I say I've got a number I'd like him to call, but he's not listening to me anyway.
I think then at that point the appropriate number to call would be base security.
Well, he's already taken off from the taxiway today. If he does that again, I'm just reporting him.
Roger. establish downwind left base for 22.
Yeah, 5-1, he's going to vacate on Alpha, so you'll be clear to land runway 22. Wind 300 at 10, altimeter QFE 29er77. So, don't be like Country, or however you pronounce that. He took off from the runway, he came into land having shadowed somebody without radio comms he didn't know, proceeded to land without clearance, and then parked his ass at the end of the Alpha. So he can, I presume he's rearming and refueling at the end of the taxiway. Now, if Folazar needs to vacate the Alpha, he's screwed. Reaper 5-1, clear to land runway 22. Be aware Alpha is currently tied up with an F-15. If you can vacate via Bravo, you'll be happy with yourself.
Roger.
Oh, I'm so tempted to get him punted. I'm this close from it right now. He's not replying to me, so...
Good afternoon, Uzi 46. I think holding short whiskey with Lima request traffic.
Uzi 46, I have you as Deedle Deedle on Hoggit ATC. You get to use your nickname. Congratulations. A right turn whiskey 1 onto whiskey. Left turn Mike, runway 22 in use.
Whiskey Mike 22, Uzi 46.
5-1, vacating at Charlie.
Just in time for him to be disconnected suddenly. I hope he was punted. I'm not sure though. In any case, right turn on Mike, and you can take your position on apron 1 again. And Space Ace in the A10, are you on this net? All the space, none of the ace. Brilliant. Stand by. What is it with people today not talking to me on SRS but using the runway? That's awesome. Like 249.5 is not specifically ATC. It's for ground announcements for the entire map. Anyone with SRS should be on 249.5 if they have wheels down on the ground. Attention in Napa traffic, I have a Rogue A10 taking off runway 22, out of my control. You can tell by the sound of my voice I'm getting kind of fed up hearing that, right? And Reaper 5-1, expect to be allowed to cross runway 22. I don't think it'll be a problem.
5-1.
I've got a couple of bits of traffic on the apron to the other side, but they're not moving, so.
Roger, 5-1, visual.
Someone's getting okay quickly.
If push comes to shove, I'll take the maintenance road around the backside of the runway.
Shouldn't be necessary at this point, nobody's moving. Go ahead and turn right Delta and cross 22.
Right, Delta cross 22, 5-1.
Yabs in the MiG-29 Golf. I would like to speak to you on SRS if you are within the sound of my voice. Of course, if you are, you'd be talking to me. Never mind.
It's that kind of day, isn't it?
Oh no, me, I'm just my usual snarky self. Welcome to a Scottish person running ATC.
I just meant more of the amount of people who aren't on comms.
It's sad because Hoggit normally is very good at this. D, I'm going to have you hold short at Delta for runway 22. This other rogue MiG-29 isn't listening to me and he's going to line up for 404 in a moment.
Okay, hold short, 2-2-1.
And 5-1, go ahead and go all the way down to Echo 1 and use the maintenance area there just so nobody spawns in on top of you.
That's the plan.
Yeah, D, I hate to punish people on comms for by making them hold short and letting somebody else take off, but I can communicate with you. I can't communicate with him.
Yeah, no worries, I'm in no rush.
That's okay, because neither's this guy. Alright, D, you'll be lining up and waiting behind runway 22 once you see the MiG-29 crossed overhead.
Okay, after the MiG-29 line up and wait runway 22.
And D, what's your mission type?
CAS.
Copy, CAS. In that case then, avoid Krasnodar. There's currently a lot of calls for cap over there.
Okay, copy, thanks.
D, rolling takeoff runway 22, climb and maintain 4,000 feet, fly the runway heading for 5 miles, then depart my frequency on 253. Good luck.
Okay, runway heading for 5,000, clear takeoff runway 22, EV4.
Make sure there's nothing inbound looking for me to prepare for. There's Archer out there, but I don't know what he's if he's staying airborne longer or he's coming in. Could you see his plane? Like external, like 3D? No, this is not DCS. This is a separate program called Hoggit ATC. It's just 2D images at the moment. However, I can see their position, and if I click on any one of them, I can see their airspeed, their altitude, their ground speed, their heading, everything I need to know as the ATC. Treat it more like a radar screen than the external view on F2, for example, on DCS. Hey buddy. Dog Shadow saying hi everyone. So I'm just getting a feel for if there's anyone inbound or coming outbound or anything like that. Doesn't look like it for the moment. See, normally I would just be expecting them to call back to me within 20 miles, but today we're not getting a lot of people on SRS on Hoggit, unfortunately. Like this guy here, Billy Michael, that's the second time he's not talking to me at all. Nope, he's not on SRS. Brilliant. Attention Napa traffic, I have a rogue Jeff taking off runway 22.
Requesting taxi to active runway from hangar 73.
Can I get your call sign one more time just so I can see you?
2810.
I don't see a Pontiac. I'm at Napa.
I'm at the hangar 73 in the Jeff.
Oh, Bunny 810. My mistake. Sorry. I see. Yep, left Echo 1, left Echo runway 22. Sorry, their brain had a bit of a blue screen there.
Copy. No problem.
And Blue, the reason why they know my frequency, or they should, is because in the DCS server, when they press Alt-B, or when they look up the briefing, there's a list of frequencies in the description. 127.5 for carrier, 249.5 for the ground, 253 for air traffic above, you know, like GCI basically, coordination. And there's also dedicated human ATC, human GCI on 134. These are frequencies that are agreed upon by everybody who does this kind of work in the Hoggit server. Different servers have different rules, so always check your briefing page. If you're going to use SRS, refer to these. It will tell you this information. Bottom line is, you want to play on the server, when you use SRS, you've got to know the frequencies. But the frequencies, if it's a properly maintained server, should be easily available on something like the briefing page or something like that.
Napa traffic, River 51, ready taxi runway from Echo 1 maintenance area.
Ripper 51, you'll follow the Jeff to runway 22. Meta Baron in the F-18 at Taxi Alpha, are you talking to me? Here's the fun thing, I've got the client list up in front of me. So Meta Baron has SRS, and he's not talking to me. I'm calling on you. That'd be nice.
Bunny 810 holding short runway 22.
Bonnie, I'm going to have to ask you to hold short. I've got a rogue F-18 who's on SRS and doesn't want to talk to me.
Copy that.
Okay, I will talk to you. I'm ready to take off from runway 04.
That's nice. Runway 22 is the one in use, so you've just caused a stoppage in traffic. Congratulations. Go ahead and take off runway 04. Climb and maintain 5,000 feet for the runway heading, and next time just talk to us on 249.5 when able.
Susie 11 Napa. Fast to taxi. I don't even need to be on this channel. I just like listening.
Enjoy radio in Napa. I'm full of snark.
I mean, it takes me about 10 minutes to change one preset on this fucking Jeff because they haven't set them up right. So this is the only one I've got tuned.
Papa needs to take a quick pit stop.
No problem. Uzi 11, I see you. Left turn Mike onto Delta runway 22, and Jeff, you'll line up and wait runway 22 when ready.
Copy.
Copy that, thank you.
Line up runway 22.
Meta Barons, frequency changed approved. Join 253.0 and speak to everybody there. Please check back in with me, 249.5 once you're 20 miles inbound to land.
Bunny 810 requesting takeoff runway 22.
Bunny 810, clear to take off runway 22. Fly the runway heading for 5 miles, climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Depart my frequency to 253.0 then.
Copy. Taking off runway
And Blue,
22,
don't worry, I'm a bit of a
5,000.
snarky bastard when I get lots of people not talking to me. Solution, keep talking to me. I'll be much nicer then. And Snips expect to be contestant number 2 for runway 22.
Bit crosswind.
Yeah, it's 300 at 10.
Copy that.
Yeah, ATC like it when they have things to do, like talking to people. They get really nervous when people don't talk to them because we don't know what you're about to do, and you might end up putting a crash on us. And for me personally, I'd feel responsible if one of these guys who's actually playing by the rules got wrecked by somebody who wasn't following the rules. That'd be partly my fault for keeping them out of the way as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure there's plenty of people who would be like, nope, it's 100% that guy's fault, but I need to keep these guys out of each other's way. They're pilots. They're too busy making pew-pew. And Reaper 5-1, I see you pulling over there to the apron. Let me know when you're ready to taxi and I'll get you turned around. Wow, that's nice.
And the Napa Tower, Akita 11 again. Asking for taxi, please.
Kilo 1-1, third time's a charm. Left turn Echo 1, left turn Echo, hold short, runway 22.
Let's hope. Akita 11.
Attention on Napa traffic, I've got a Rogue MiG-29 inbound on runway 22. I'll announce when clear.
Bunny 810 passing 5,000, pushing 253.
Happy hunting, Pontiac. Correction, Bonnie.
Pashkovsky traffic, jump to flight inbound for runway 23 left.
Pashkovsky traffic is unmonitored. Continue your announcements in the blind for their benefit. Uzi 1-1, join active runway 22. You'll be cleared very shortly. I'm just waiting for this MiG-29 to depart. Snips, line up and wait, runway 22. I'll be departing you shortly. The MiG-29 is just about to vacate. And Aquila 1-1, you'll be contestant number 2. Once you see the Hornet moving, you'll line up and wait also.
Lining up after the Hornet takeoff. Aquila 1-1.
Snips, rolling takeoff approved, runway 22, climb and maintain 5,000 feet for 5 miles on the runway heading. After that, depart my frequency to 253, happy hunting. And Aquila 1, line up and wait runway 22, caution, wait turbulence.
Aquila 1-1 lined up, runway 22.
Aquila 1 copy, just waiting for this to clear out and get you some spacing.
No rush.
It's okay, because I'm not going to rush you. Aquila 1-1 clear to take off runway 22, climb and maintain 6,000 feet if able. Runway for 5 miles, runway 22, winds 300 at 10.
Aquila 1-1 clear for takeoff.
Cedar 2 remarks 1013 hectopascal, QFE 2977011008. End information like.
Go for a Napa. Bunny 810, traffic left 10 o'clock, departing runway 22. Oh, that's closer than I would like. They're both about the same altitude. Bunny 810, traffic left 3 o'clock, F18, report in sight. Aquila 1-1, traffic right 3 o'clock, level close, JF17.
No visual.
Disregard, he's now at 18,000 feet, just a lot ATC glitch. For a moment I had you both at 4,000 feet, that was scary. Yeah, I had you less than a mile apart at 4,000 feet for a moment on lot ATC, that was scary.
Yeah, no worries.
And Aquila 1-1 cleared off my frequency 253.0, happy hunting, good day.
Aquila 1-1 leaving frequency, thank you very much.
And Deedle D on the F18, I have you inbound 16 miles, are you on this net? An APA Tower announcement. I will be departing and closing tower service at past the next hour.
Northeast Tower, Dodge 400, request taxi to runway.
The Vorsorsk is unmonitored. Make your announcements in the blind. Treat it as an uncontrolled airfield.
Roger, thank you.
Alpha traffic, Scrub on 1, request taxi.
Scrub on 1, good day. You're going to join Echo and then follow that for runway 22.
Echo to runway 22, copy. Double traffic, double 1, landing up runway 22, double traffic.
So I'm going to be running for another half hour or so. At that point in time I'll shut down the stream, shut down service for the night at Hoggit. You'll all be able to join me again for ATC service in the Persian Gulf at 8 o'clock UK time for tactical pass.
Traffic, Orca 11, inbound to land, runway 05, right.
That's Peshkovsky traffic, that's not for me. Scrub on 1, line up and wait runway 22.
Yeah, apologies, I got slightly distracted and then took my eyes off my plane.
It's not a problem. I can let you follow Mike, turn around at apron 1, or if you want you can use the maintenance road to the right to rejoin if you want.
I think I'll spin around the edge now.
Okay, yeah, you can turn around there if you've got the space. Just watch out, that mud will get you. Nicely done, Scrub 1-1. Join runway 22, line up and wait there.
Napa ground, Raven 13, stand 66 with Mike, request taxi. Napa Travis, Scrub 1, was that join runway 22?
Scrub on 1, line up and wait runway 22. You expect immediate departure. And last station calling for clearance to taxi. Give me your call sign one more time, I missed it.
Raven 13, stand 66.
Raven 13, I see you. Join Echo 1, left turn Echo for runway 22.
Echo 1, Echo 22, Raven 13. Oshkovsky traffic, jump to flight, taking off runway 23 left.
Scrub on 1, clear to take off for runway 22, winds 300 at 10 knots. Climb and maintain 2,000 feet, fly the runway heading for 5 miles. 253.0 will be the frequency once you're there.
The runway heading 5 miles, 2,000 feet, Scribble 1. Left traffic, Scribble 1, clear runway.
Copy. And after 5 miles on this heading, you can join 253.0 and check out. Happy hunting.
Tower Raven 1-3, ready when reaching.
Raven 1-3, hold short, runway 22. I've got 2 by rogue aircraft at the bottom of runway 4 who I have no comms with. I think they're about to take off.
Hold short 22, Raven 1-3.
Raven 1-3, one of the F-15s is going to take off now without my permission. One of them has decided to turn around, one of the other aircraft has decided to turn around and head runway 22, so you'll be next after this guy.
Tower, are you only controlling an APA or are you on all?
I'm only controlling an APA because I'm already herding cats who don't want to talk to me on SRS as it is.
Fair enough.
Including one gentleman who's just decided to take out a Harrier on the apron. Raven 1-3, let's get this done. Runway 22, fly the runway heading for 5 miles. You'll be climbing to maintain 5,000 feet once airborne.
Runway 22, clear takeoff and 3 miles, 5,000 feet.
Napa traffic, Chevy 1 currently in a right-hand orbit of a Napa at 17 Angels, requesting landing.
Chevy 1, I'm looking for you now. Are you call sign Irish Pineapple? Copy that. Expect a left-hand pattern. Caution traffic in front of you taking off runway 22.
Copy, left-hand pattern, caution, taking off. Whatever that last part was.
Raven 1-3, visual the traffic. Harrier in front of you, 1 mile.
Gotcha.
Harrier, enter the left-hand downwind, descend to 5,000 feet. Expect runway 22 in use.
Copy. Left-hand pattern descent 5,000 feet. Expect 22.
Raven 1-3, you might see him on your right wing as you ascend and he descends.
Nice.
He goes, nice.
As long as you guys don't crash into each other, I don't care.
No, I saw we were good.
That's called visual separation.
What even is that? I mean, it's like talking on the radio. It's such a basic thing, right?
Aviate, navigate, communicate.
At the moment, I'd settle for 2 out of 3 right now.
Okay, tower, Raven 1-3 is pushing 253.
Happy hunting. And Pineapple, it's going to be a left-hand visual pattern, runway 22. Climb down, descend to 2,000 feet, and you'll take the direct in from runway 22 when you're ready.
Copy. The descent 2,000 direct in 22. We'll be hooking a left turn here in a second. Let you know when I'm on final.
Please do, thank you. And I know you're a Harrier, just for clarity, are you planning a vertical landing or are you planning on a short landing?
I'm heavy as shit, so it's probably just going to be a short landing.
Yeah, that sounds like a better idea. I don't really want you dumping weapons all over my airfield. Attention, Anapa Tower. Anapa Tower will be closing in 20 minutes. Kilo 1-1 if you're on this frequency.
Anapa Tower, Kilo 1-1 inbound from the west, 14 nautical miles out.
Kilo 1-1, thank you. You have a Harrier in front of you on finals to land runway 22, so I'm going to have you descend and maintain 3,000 feet and circle overhead the runway for the next pattern.
Descend and maintain 3,000, circle over the runway.
Napa traffic should be moving on final 2-2 for landing.
Irish Pineapple clear to land runway 22, winds 300 at 10, QFE 2977.
Copy.
And a Kilo 1-1, you'll have the Harrier in front of you 6 miles, 12 o'clock. Report in sight.
Visual.
Copy. Kilo 1-1 if you want. I can give you, you've got good separation now. Clear to land runway 22. You can make straight in if you wish.
Alright, Kilo 1-1 going for straight in on runway 22.
Irish Pineapple, welcome to Napa. Vacate runway when able.
Copy. That is some mighty wind. Holy shit.
You were warned. And Aquila 11 winds 300 at 10 knots. It's a crosswind. Clear to land runway 22, QFE 2977.
Kilo 11, shot final.
Chevy 11, clear 22.
Yeah, copy, you vacated by Charlie. Do you have a stand for this area, or do you want me to give you one?
I think I'm good.
Copy. You can cross Mike and join the apron in front of you, all the way to the east, to the right hand side there. There's a short area with a building in front of it. That's your stand.
Copy. That's further down, right past those 218s.
Negative. It's the stand just at your 12 o'clock right now.
Wait up. Okay, that's what I thought. Gotcha.
Yeah, there should be a small building just to your left wing there. But it's after stand 24 on the map. I like to call it stand 24 and a half. Oh, is he going to be slow enough? He's using all the runway and then some. Holy shit.
On Napa Tower, Archer with you, apron to information Mike.
Archer, good day. It's a left turn Mike for runway 22 in use. Hold short at Delta.
Archer copies Mike, Delta 22.
Kilo 11, welcome to Anapa. Depart right on Alpha, and let me know if you want your original stand or if you want me just to assign you one.
Napa Tower, Kilo 11, if you could give me a stand, that'd be nice.
I'll get you a nice comfy spot next to the Harry or a Mike.
Sounds perfect.
Works for me too, because then you don't have to cross runway 22, because Echo is pretty much one way. So yeah, Aquila 11, follow Mike, stop short just in front of the Harrier, and you can have stand 24.
Stand 24, Aquila 11.
And Shira and the Jeff on Echo, are you on this net?
Yes, sir, I'm on the net.
Hi Shira, I'm Napa Tower and I'll be helping you taxi today. Continue as you are, so hold short at Echo, you've got an A10 going to be taking off in front of you, runway 22.
Sounds good. Taxi to short back up.
End information Mike. This is a Napa Vichazevo information Mike. Runway in use is 22. Wind 300 at 10 knots. Cloud
Napa Tower, Archer holding short at 22 at Delta.
Archer, go ahead and join runway 22. Shira and the Jeff, you'll be taking off behind the A10. Once you see it rolling, line up and wait. And Archer, in your own time, runway 22. Climb and maintain 2,000 feet, fly the runway heading for 5 miles, and then you'll depart my frequency and join 253.
Archer copy is clear for takeoff runway 22, climb and maintain 2,000, fly runway heading.
Sparrow 1-1 in the KA-50 overhead Anapa. Are you on this net? Shira, runway 22 in use, winds 300 for 10 knots. Climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Fly the runway heading for 5 miles, depart my frequency to 253.0.
Copy that, fly and maintain runway heading for 5 miles, climb 5,000 feet. Shira taking off.
And Archer, just before you depart my frequency, remember to check in with me 20 miles out.
Archer copy.
Correction, 20 miles inbound. Basically when you're ready to land.
Archer copies, I'll be pushing 253.
Happy hunting.
Chevy 1-1, refuel ready to go. Requesting departure at your nearest convenience.
Irish Pineapple, left turn Mike, Delta for runway 22 would be the best way for you. If you have a lighter load, I can get you onto Charlie for a short takeoff runway 22 if that's better.
Nah, the first one's out of flying Delta to 22, I got basically a whole load.
Okay, no problem. Left turn Mike, follow Delta, runway 22, hold short.
Another traffic, jump 2 flights, requesting taxi to active runway.
Jump 2 flight, welcome back. Left turn Echo, and I'll be addressing you as a 2 ship again, so I'll only want to talk to 2-1. Follow Echo, hold short runway 22, and can you accept another 2 ship takeoff?
Copy that, just minor correction, currently jump 22 is in the lead.
Understood. 2-2, you have the lead. Have 2-1 follow you. Left turn Echo, hold short Echo for runway 22.
Copy that.
Deadbolt, keep an eye on my Discord. I always announce when I'm running Tower, and it's pretty much the only thing I do on Hoggit anyway. Most of my activity is not normally during this time of the day for simple reasons that I normally am working, but I'm furloughed at the moment because of this nasty thing called COVID-19. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to do this whenever I can. Most of my work is normally between 7 and 8 o'clock UK time to about midnight, particularly Friday, Saturday. Not Sunday. Sunday I have a different item on my schedule. I'm also now doing Tactical Tuesdays where I do this level of work on Tactical Pascal server.
Tower, this is Buckeye 1-1 requesting departure.
Buckeye 1-1, good day. Left turn for the Vigan on Mike, you'll follow the Harrier.
Copy.
Navarro 6 Tower, Gecko 1-1 request takeoff.
Novosibirsk, I'm not monitoring your tower. Just make your announcements in the clear, please.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, I'm only working Anapa. I have enough cats to herd here as it is.
Copy that.
2810, 19 miles from Napa, requesting vector to approach.
Bunny 810, good day. Runway 22 still in use. Vectors to land for straight in approach. Turn right heading 275, please.
Napa traffic, jump to flight is having a bit of technical difficulties. We would like to delay our departure for a couple of minutes.
Jump 2, no problem. Just turn off and onto the apron, please, and park up where you can. And then call me back when you're ready.
Copy that.
Irish Pineapple, runway 22, join up for a rolling takeoff, runway 22.
Copy, rolling takeoff 22.
You will climb and maintain 3,000 feet, fly the runway heading for 5 miles, and after that you can resume your own navigation and join 253 at that point.
Copy, climb 3,000, 5 miles out. Remain on runway heading.
And Buckeye 11, remind me again with the Vigan, do you accept metric or imperial barometric? If I'm not mistaken, I believe you take millimeters of mercury rather than inches, right? No problem. QFE is 1008 for this tower, and you can line up and wait. Runway 22.
Copy. Napa traffic, jump to flight is ready to continue the departure.
Jump 22, continue, taxi, echo, hold short of 22, sorry.
Copy that, jump to flight, taxi in echo, holding short of 22.
Napa traffic, Chevy 1, outbound from 22, climbing 3,000 up to your remaining runway heading 5 miles, turn off.
And Chevy, when you are on the way back inbound, check in with me no later than 20 miles out, please. Call signs Anapa Tower will only be open for the next 5 minutes.
2810 has descended to 5,000, 10 miles out.
Bunny 810, continue. You'll be cleared in for the runway 22, continue in.
Chevy 1, outbound 5 miles, departing runway area. Thank you for your help.
No problem, happy hunting. Buckeye 11, line up and wait runway 22, expect immediate takeoff runway 22.
Copy.
And Buckeye 11, rolling takeoff runway 22, climb and maintain 2,000 feet, fly the runway heading for 5 miles.
Copy.
Jump 2, hold short runway, echo for incoming traffic.
Copy that, jump to flight, holding short of runway 22.
Bunny 810, clear to land runway 22, winds 300 at 10, QFE 2977.
Eagles land remain 22.
Napa Tower, Sparrow 11, good evening. Single K50 on the deck, just southwest of Bay 66, requesting departure at your leisure.
Sparrow 11, good day. Clear to start up, take off. I'm going to clear you direct southbound. Stay below 500 feet until 5 miles out of my airspace. After that, resume your own navigation and join 253 for strike.
That's copied southbound, no higher than 500 and 253 for strike. Thanks very much.
And jump 2, here's the game plan. You're going to line up and wait once you see Bunny down. Once I see that he's vacated safely, I'll release you then. And if you're nodding your head, I can't see that.
Jump 2, sorry, can you repeat the last transmission?
No problem. No
Thing.
problem. I just want you to watch for the Jeff landing. Once I see that, I want you to line up and wait. And once I see he's safely vacated, I will clear you and release you.
Alright. He might have a bit of a problem taxiing away from the runway.
My trim went crazy then.
Your gear wasn't down. You landed the gear up.
Oh. Well, I did press the button, so fuck this game, I'll tell you what. Don't worry, I'll reslot.
That's appreciated, Bunny 810, because unfortunately I don't have crash carts to come pick you up yet. That's the DLC next year. Only $60.
Jump 2, line up on the runway.
Yeah, go for it. There's no unless he's still a smoking pile of rubble, go for it.
Alright. Kilo 1 here, just to be clear, ATC, you don't have eyes on the runway, do you?
I do not have physical eyes, I have a radar screen.
Copy that.
Yeah, lot ATC doesn't give me an external view, I'm not connected to DCS at the moment.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to load ATC or just CF10 map.
Nah, I'm running off lot ATC today. Jump 2-1.
Jump 2.
Yep, jump 2-1, clear to take off runway 22, climb and maintain 4,000 feet as a pair. Fly the runway heading for 5 miles. Depart my frequency 253. You will very possibly be my last service for the day, so check in on 249.5, and you might not see me though.
Copy that. Jump to flight, taking off runway 22, maintain runway heading, climb to 4,000.
And Rich in the F-15, I see you. I don't think you're talking to me, so if you can, that'd be great. No, he's not on a SRS. No, he is! Oh, so that's even better. I get to yell at him now. See, this is the nice thing about the new update for SRS, is I can see the client list. So if you're connected on SRS, I know that your name on lot ATC, and I can see your name on SRS. You're just on the wrong frequency. Well, I think that's about as nice a place as I can to call it. There's nothing inbound. There's nothing in my control outbound once Jump 2 check out. Jump 2, you're cleared off my frequency to 253.0, and I will be signing off by the time you next see me. So thanks for your work, and thanks for talking to me. See you later.
Copy that. Thank you very much for your service. Jump 2 flight switching to 2353.0.
Happy hunting.
Akira 1 here, thank you very much for your service, ATC. See you.
See ya! Aquila, yeah, absolutely great stuff. Inapa announcement: tower service is closed for me anyway. Hope to see you all in the very near future. I'll not be on until tomorrow at this rate. See you then. Bye.
Roger, have a good day. Have a good one.
There we go. And that there is the better part of 3 hours of time running tower. I'd originally planned for 2 hours, but I actually was enjoying myself, and on top of that, it was starting to get busy, so it was just at the point where things were I was actually starting to become needed. So that was good. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Not a lot of viewers, but 5 viewers is a fairly large number when it comes to DCS, I suppose, especially when you're doing something as banal as or banal as ATC. It's not the most entertaining for people who are not outside the loop, so I appreciate it. I hope that those of you who watched what you saw liked it and are going to take some of it on board next time you join the Hoggit server or any server with S. And if you'd like to do more ATC services, just do them. I'm not a farmer, I'm not a qualified ATC, I have no real world qualifications whatsoever. I just talk on the radio, that's it. So, have fun guys, we'll see you all in the very near future. Tonight, we'll be moving over to Tactical Pascal server for Tactical Tuesdays. You can find their Discord if you just Google Tactical Pascal. And although their mission listing tonight is currently full, join the server. And the more people they have, the more people they'll build slots for next week, I'm sure. After that, tomorrow I will probably do some ATC service. If not tomorrow, then definitely Thursday. And I might do them more in the evening as well, because it seems to be busier at then right now. Beyond that, I don't have any real game plan. There may be some flying on Saturday night of my own. And there will definitely be Arma 3 on Sunday at 8 o'clock UK time. Until then, we'll see you all in the very near future. Have fun. Good day.